Namo Phat, good morning. Thanks for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. We're reading Ajahn Chah's book, Everything is Teaching Us, and this morning we're continuing a question and answer section from the talk, Monastery of Confusion. Question: should we be closing our eyes so as to shut out the external environment, or should we just deal with things as we see them? Is it important whether we open or close the eyes? Answer: when we are new to training, it's important to avoid too much sensory input, so it's better to close the eyes. Not seeing objects that can distract and affect us, we build up the mind's strength. When the mind is strong, then we can open the eyes, and whatever we see won't sway us. Open or closed won't matter. When you rest, you normally close your eyes. Sitting in meditation with eyes closed is the dwelling place for a practitioner. We find enjoyment and rest in it. This is an important basis for us. But when we are not sitting in meditation, will we be able to deal with things? We sit with eyes closed and we profit from that. When we open our eyes and leave the formal meditation, we can handle whatever we meet. Things won't get out of hand. We won't be at a loss. Basically, we're just handling things. It's when we go back to our sitting that we really develop greater wisdom. This is how we develop the practice. When it reaches fulfillment, it doesn't matter whether we open or close our eyes. It will be the same. The mind won't change or deviate. At all times of the day, morning, noon, or night, the state of mind will be the same. We dwell thus. There's nothing that can shake the mind. When happiness arises, we recognize it's not certain, and it passes. Unhappiness arises, and we recognize it's not certain. And that's that. You get the idea that you want to disrobe. This is not certain, but you think it's certain. Before you wanted to be ordained, and you were so sure about that. Now you are sure you want to disrobe. It's all uncertain, but you don't see it because of your darkness of mind. Your mind is telling you lies. Being here, I'm only wasting time. If you disrobe and go back to the world, won't you waste your time there? You don't think about that. Disrobing to work in the fields and gardens to grow beans or raise pigs and goats, won't that be a waste of time? May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at peace. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thanks for joining me this morning.